Summer is right around the corner, but with rising costs, how can you enjoy the vacation season without going broke? Well, joining us this morning is Robert Nakamoto, Vice President and Kapolei Branch Manager with Central Pacific Bank, to share some strategies to ensure that your plans don't break the bank. Aloha and good morning, Robert. Thanks for stopping by with us.
Yeah, good morning, Sam.
Okay, so saving money, budgeting for summer vacation. What are some of the lifestyle changes that we can make to ensure that we get everything together by summertime?
Yeah, great. I think the first thing we can do is really prioritize travel savings and really make a point to make savings goals for that travel purpose. As far as lifestyle changes, I think what we can do is take a look at our personal expense, whether it's bringing lunch to work or carpooling, or possibly, bringing lunch, sorry. Yeah, oh my God.
Yeah, really, like I try and bring lunch every day, and I wake up, I wake up pretty early, so bringing that lunch, it helps a ton. You look at like even $12, $15 a day, that adds up over the course of a month, right?
Yeah, those things really add up over time. I think the point there is really adding up over time. I think another thing we can do is really avoid those impulse spending. I think impulse spending really takes away from some of the hard work we've done over time and those savings goals, making those savings goals.
Yeah, it is easy to impulse spend. I like to wait 2 or 3 weeks. If I still want the thing after that, then I can buy it. Booking flights right now, incredibly expensive, right? It's very difficult to do so right now. I'm in the market actually. What strategies do you think can find the best flights available?
Yeah, I think taking a look at flights is a great area, being one of the most expensive parts of a vacation, especially with fuel and oil prices with what they are. I think with flights, flexibility is really going to be your friend, whether you can book the travel in the middle of the week versus a weekend or a Saturday or Sunday. You could potentially save hundreds of dollars right there. Also having flexibility in the destination, taking a look at destinations that may not have been on our radar. I think there's some really great deals to be had out there. Last thing, I really just learned about this Google app called Google Flights, where you can put in your travel dates and leave the destination blank. And Google Apps will return all the costs to get to that destination.
Wow, that's impressive. Technology can take you to a cool place. So as a banker, what specific account features do you recommend to help travelers while spending, to keep things in check while on vacation?
Yeah, as far as being a banker, I think using technology to our advantage. Most banks will have an online platform where you can track spending. I know Central Pacific Bank has a money manager where you can track your personal expense, create budgets, and create savings goals, all for that travel purpose. Also taking a look at your bank's products benefits. I know right now there's certain credit cards with no foreign transaction fees. That'll really benefit some people that are traveling internationally. Last thing is, if you're not traveling immediately, putting some of the money that you already have saved in a high-yield savings account or a short-term CD, maybe having the money work a little bit harder for you.
Yeah, that can help a ton. Our community obviously still dealing with the issues that came from the Kona low flooding, especially on Oahu's North Shore. Some of those businesses are very reliant on tourism. Is there anything we could do to try and help them out while still, spending some summer vacation time?
Yeah, I think spending our time locally is a great way to vacation without that high cost of travel. Spending some time in our North Shore community or Haleiwa town is a great example of a win-win situation. It's a win for us where we can spend some time with our friends and family in a really great place. It's a win for our neighbors where we can spend some resources at the businesses and restaurants out there, help them compete with some of these mainland organizations.
Yeah, it feels like, especially for us townies, right? You get out of town and you spend some time in Haleiwa. It feels like you're in a different, part of the island, obviously, but a totally different place. So it does have that vacation feel. Okay, so for those on a tight budget, and a lot of folks are with energy costs, et cetera, what are some of the ways that they can have that vacation feel this year without spending so much?
Yeah, we're so lucky to live in Hawaii. I think there's so much to do here, so many activities. When we think about vacations, I don't think it has to be this big, complicated, elaborate plan. We don't have to cross oceans to get that vacation feel. We can take a couple of hours, a day, or a weekend, just getting outside of our normal daily routine. Maybe visiting a community we haven't visited or a hiking trail. I think Hawaii has so much to offer us, and there's some really great opportunities to create great memories with our friends and families.
Yeah, well said. And there's neighbor island opportunities also. Every neighbor island has its own different feel, a whole different vibe. So yeah, a lot more cost effective in that regard. Robert, thank you so much for stopping by with us. Great tips for summer travel, which I know a lot of folks are excited for.
Great, thanks, Sam.
Aloha.